You deserve it because you are what? That girl. I know that's right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Simone. Nicole here. That was really stupid. Sorry about that. It's your girl Simone Nicole here, back at it again with yet another video. And today's video I'm very excited about because it's not just a good old sit down video, but it is also a sit down video that I feel like can help a lot of the girls out there. If you are new to my channel, hello, hi. My name is Simone, like I just said, and I make a little bit of everything here on this channel. I get compliments all the time about how I always look so put together, like from my makeup to my hair to my outfits. And I think that people think that some people are born with it and other people just don't have it. And a lot of people count themselves in that category of just not having it. But the reality is that the majority of us work to get to a point like this. So this video is going to teach you guys how to always look put together. And in order to do that, you do not have to spend $1 quadrillion, contrary to popular belief. The online sentiment as of late has been, oh, you're not ugly, you're just poor, which I think is insane. I do, of course, get the idea that a lot of what you see as perfection when you look at people online and sometimes in real life might seem like natural born perfection, but a lot of the time there's a lot of work, a lot of money, and a lot of resources that went into that. But by proxy, that then makes the average person feel as though they cannot achieve what that person has. And I am here today to dispel that and to give y'all tips on how to look put together on any budget. But specifically for this video, this for my budget girls, okay? Especially in this economy. Do you hear me? Of course, we are going to go through all of the basics of looking good, from hair to skin to nails, all of that good stuff. But what we first and foremost need to talk about is how you need to remind yourself and tell yourself every single day that you are worth taken care of. I wanted to start this video out by saying this because it saddens me deeply how many comments I get from people saying that they can't wait to start taking care of themselves when insert this thing. When I start losing weight, I will take care of myself. When I grow my hair back, I'll start taking care of myself. When my children are out of the house, when I get a man, I'll start to do these things. But what's underneath that sentiment is that you're telling yourself that you are not worthy of looking put together and feeling good until you hit a specific point. And I'm here to tell you right now that you deserve exactly how you look and exactly where you are in your life right now. You have to give yourself the permission to know that it's okay for you to take care of yourself, even if you might not feel your best and your most confident. Because if you can take care of yourself now, that will only get stronger when you finally get into that place of until. Does that make sense? I'm gonna say this one final time. You are worth the time and the effort that it takes to take care of yourself. You are worth it. You are loved. You are beautiful. You deserve to look good and you deserve to feel good. And I'm gonna end this first little segment with this little TikTok.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're that girl. You're that girl. You're that girl. From the top of my lungs, you're that girl. Again, you're that girl. The fuck? You're that girl. Who are you? That girl. That motherfucking girl. Who? That girl. Exactly.
Okay, y'all, now let me be upfront about the biggest resource that you are going to need for all of the tips upcoming in this video, especially because we are talking about keeping things affordable, and that is going to be your time. Time is a resource and it is very scarce for a lot of people, and it's absolutely a part of privilege that a lot of people do not address. A lot of people just don't have time to do these things for themselves. So with that being said, time is going to be the scarcest resource that I ask y'all to use in this video, because you're going to need to dedicate your time to learning new techniques, to being patient with yourself while you learn how to do things that you've never done before or perfect things that you tried in the past and haven't been able to nail. Time to do research, just We're gonna get into it, but just know the biggest thing that I'm asking of you guys is your time. And with that being said, let's get into my first tip for always looking put together no matter what. So I'm gonna start with a category that means the most to me, and that is clothes. I think that a mistake that a lot of people make is dressing for a body type that is not yours. Let's say that you are at a weight right now that makes you uncomfortable, so you only follow and engage with content of people whose body that you wish you had. The problem is that whoever's body that you wish you had is dressing for their body type, so you're looking at the stuff that they wear, you're buying the things that they recommend, and then they end up getting in the mail. They don't look like how it looked on them on you, so then you get discouraged and then return it and then just go back to your t-shirt and sweatpants. Did I hit home for anybody? My bad if I did. But to be real with y'all have to look at your body type for what it is right now and accept it for what it is right now and start to dress according to that body type. I want you to get on TikTok, to get on YouTube, get on Facebook. I don't really care. And you need to look up what type of body type that you have. And then you need to start looking up influencers or just people online that are fashion girlies that have the same body type as you, and then go from there. And the reason why I'm saying that you should take inspo from other people is that oftentimes when people don't really understand how to always look put together, they're usually starting from scratch and they don't exactly know what they like. Like I just recently saw a woman talking about this online where she was like, I'm always in a two-piece set. Like I'ma just always two-piece set the girls down because I don't know how to dress. That's so fair. So you need to follow people that will start to give you an idea of what you might want to start to dress like. And then instead of going out and buying the most expensive version of the outfit they're talking about, my favorite trick in the book is that if you see a piece on somebody that you think is really cute, you are going to screenshot it, and then you're going to go to Google and you're going to Google image search. You can do that by downloading the actual Google app, because you can do it on like your laptop, but a lot of people are on their phones. And then once you search by image, it'll bring up every single website that piece of clothing is listed on, and you're able to find the most affordable version of that outfit possible. This is going to help you because while you're trying to figure out what you like, you don't want to be investing a ton of money in it. So you might see something that someone is wearing that is your similar body type, but then you get it and you're like, I don't know if this actually looks good on me. That's okay, because you're not investing a ton of money in that thing and in that silhouette. What we're trying to do right now is find a silhouette that works for you so that you can develop what I like to call a personal uniform. I have it, and a lot of your faves have it. A uniform is something that will be your go-to silhouette to wear. So for me personally, I didn't even do this on purpose. This is part of my go-to silhouette, is a corset and pants. That silhouette is always going to look phenomenal on me. If I need to slay the girls down and I need to put something on, I'm going to put on a corset and a nice pair of tailored pants, and I'm gonna slay the girls down. That is my uniform when I need to look put together. Let's say brunch, let's say a work event. Now, my uniform for when I'm dressed down is going to be a nice, y'all know me and the Abercrombie jeans go together so bad. I got my first pair of Abercrombie jeans a couple years back. I got them tailored, and it is the most worn article of clothing in my closet, and a t-shirt. Some type of cute little shirt, that's my dress down, and then dress down is gonna give two-piece set. That is what works for me. I also specifically only wear either mini dresses or maxi dresses. Why? Because for my height personally, nothing that's mid-range looks good on me, because I am only 5'2". I might not be petite like this, but I'm definitely petite like this. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put on like the midi dresses that I see the girls wearing that have the long legs and the long torsos. It just doesn't work for my frame. That's what I mean by developing a silhouette that you will always look good in, so that you're not necessarily influenced when you see other people wearing things. You can appreciate it on them, but you can know while that might look good on them, it might not look the best on me. You can also go in store and try stuff on, but I find that for a lot of women, like going in store and trying things on isn't the most comfortable experience. And I don't know what's going on with them dressing room lights, baby. They just make you look real dry and ashy and real big and just rolls in places that you didn't even know you had. I'm like, girl, please. I would definitely recommend ordering the clothes to your house before going and sort of try them on. That's just me. And playing around with different silhouettes until you find your uniform. That to me, your clothes is the most important part of always looking put together, in my personal opinion. Now let's get to hair. In order for your hair to always look put together, you need to start out by, shocker, taking care of your natural hair first. Why? Because it is the most affordable thing that you have at your disposal. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be doing a wash and go or a twist out or whatever, because I am not gonna sit up here and be like, you need to wear your natural hair because it grows out of your head and you need to be confident in it, when we live in a society that convinces Black women every single day that the hair that grows out of our head is invalid and ugly, and it takes a lot of work to undo that. So I'm not gonna shame people for not wanting to wear their natural hair. However, I do think that it is important to take care of your natural hair because it is a sign of self-love and self-respect for every single part of you. Consistently hiding your hair, using language like, I hate my hair is so difficult, my hair is so hard to do, reinforces subconsciously and consciously that a part of you is ugly and or unworthy. That's what's underneath that. Your hair is a part of you. It is a valid part of you. And it is a part of you that society has taught you is a problem. And that's nobody else's fault but the world's. So I think that it's very important for you to develop respect for your hair and just a nice routine ritual to take care of your natural hair. I think that it's fair to give yourself a deep condition 1 to 2 times a month. Really get in a good wash day a couple times a month. And I think that we're good there. If you are a person that doesn't really care about curl pattern or whatever, girl, go ahead and slick that hair back till kingdom come. A slick back is definitely a way to look very put together, very clean. It's very cheap and you can do so much with the slick back. Like you can go to the little beauty supply store, get you a little ponytail, put a little ponytail back there, do a little claw clip with that ponytail. Like it's very easy to like get things going once you master your slick back. Another budget friendly option is going to be for you to learn how to do your own hair. I know. And I know the girls are already like, Simone, I can't. Yes, you can. You can't because you keep on saying you can't. Like you keep on reaffirming, I am incapable of doing my hair. Have you ever really tried? Have you ever really given it a God's honest effort? And if you have and it didn't turn out the way that you wanted to, that's normal. It is normal for you to sit down and try to do a little DIY style that you saw the girls doing and for it to look like shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like my hair right now. I tried a flip over quick weave for the first time. Hate it. Hate the way I cut it. Hate the way I did it. But I make it a practice to still show up when I don't like something that I did or experimented with because I want to show y'all. It is okay to not always love the way that something turned out. It doesn't mean that you don't go back to it. It's just a learning lesson. That's all. Did I crash out and decide to not film tonight and to cancel my plans for the weekend? No, it's hair. Like you're gonna go through trial and error when you were trying to learn how to do your hair. So if your goal is to learn how to braid your hair on your own, you're gonna have to go through some times where it doesn't look the best. That's just what it is. Trial and error is the name of the game. But once you master being able to do your own hair, you will never have to worry about a hey boo text again. You will never have to worry about being pissed off that you walked into somebody's salon and they gave you some shit that you did not want. There's just so many different variables that you no longer have to worry about when you put in the work to figure out how to do your own hair. That's my rant. Now for the girls that insist on not being a DIY girl, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna hold you. These hairstylists, whoa, prices are getting exorbitant. Like beyond. Here in Atlanta, a quick weave starts at $200 for a $200 for a quick weave. It's getting sticky. So in good faith, I can't even tell you what an affordable hairstyle would be outside of you getting in the booth and learning how to do it yourself. Boo, boo. Ooh, I can feel the booze. I can feel the booze. I'm sorry. But you just gotta lock in, sister. You need to pull up YouTube University. Fuck them TikTokers. TikTok is not gonna teach you in 3 minutes. You need to pull up Ivy. You need to pull up the OGs. Peak Mill. And you need to sit down and you need to learn time. Remember, I told you all I was going to ask of you is your time. Just give it some time, sister. That's going to conclude the hair section. I know that pissed a handful of y'all off, but that's the whole of it. We have to put our big girl panties on, and we are going to have to learn how to do that hair ourselves, because hair is a very, very crucial part of looking put together. But you're going to learn to do it yourself. I believe in you. You can do it. And the next time you come back to this video, comment and tell me what style you tried on yourself that turned out good. How about that? Okay, let's talk about hygiene. This is very important, okay? In a world of overconsumption, let's really break it down to the basics of what we really need. When I talk about hygiene, you are going to shower every single day. You are going to take a rag. You're going to wipe between your labia majoras real good, okay? If you choose to shave, that's on you, sister. That's none of my business. Quick insertion of my personal opinion. I personally do not think that it is quote unquote dirty and uncleanly when women have body hair. How come men get to have body hair and it's not non-hygienic, but then as soon as a woman grows body hair, it's non-hygienic? Do y'all not see how that's rooted in misogyny? No? Is that too much? I don't know. And it's sad because I've also been brainwashed. I've been socialized. I am not comfortable walking around with like clear hair under my arms visible, not because it makes me uncomfortable, because it makes me uncomfortable to know the way that I'm being perceived by people. So I will not add to that for other people out there that are brave enough to, you know, grow body hair and then show that you grow body hair, because we as women grow body hair and that's okay. Girl, anywho, you're gonna shave or not shave, like I said. You're gonna wash your face. You're gonna clean inside and around your ears. You are going to wear deodorant or take chlorophyll every single day, should you choose, which is like an internal deodorant. I did that for years, and that's the basics of it. You don't need all of the fancy schmancy. You can go ahead and throw you in a little body scrub. That's nice. A little tree hut body scrub. That'd be cute. But you just need soap, water, and to get between them folds. That's the shower routine. Okay. Let's keep it real good and simple. When you get out of the shower, your skincare routine, I wash my face in the shower. So I counted that in the shower, but most of the people wash their face at the sink. Don't know why, but you're going to wash your face. You're going to get a good old cleanser. You are going to get some type of active for your specific skin concern, be it hyperpigmentation, be it acne, be it rosacea, whatever the case is. You are going to get some type of serum for that. You're going to get a sunscreen for the daytime, and you're going to get a moisturizer for at night. Those are the things that you need. Well, Simone, those things are expensive. Sister, I get it. A hack that we are going to continue to use for any beauty product is that you are going to ask for samples. You're going to walk your happy patootie into Sephora. Ulta gives samples on some stuff. I think particularly foundations, if I'm remembering correctly from when I worked there, but you can guarantee that Sephora is going to give you samples. Do not get a sample of something that you know that you are not going to be able to afford should your skin agree with it and should you like it. So you need to go online. You need to look up somebody that has similar skin concerns and similar skin types to you. You're going to see what they like. You're going to walk your happy patootie into Sephora. You're going to ask for a sample of said product, as long as it's something that you can see yourself repurchasing because it's in your budget. And then you are going to try it out exclusively. You will not be mixing other products, so that you can tell if it in fact was that thing that helped your skin. Does that make sense? You're going to introduce the different things into your routine, one thing at a time, and make sure that those products are indeed working for you. Once you have that routine down solid, you find the products that work for you, you are not going to switch them up. You do not let people online, including me, sell you on the newest thing every 2 seconds. In this economy, you're going to find what works for you, and you're going to use it and run it into the ground. Okay? Because skincare is not cheap. Beauty products in general are not cheap. So that's what we're going to do for skincare, because every single person needs a good skincare routine, and sunscreen is non-negotiable. I'm going to die on that hill, and I will not argue with anybody that says that Black people don't need sunscreen. Please just do a quick Google search, argue with your mama, everybody needs sunscreen. After sunscreen, we are gonna lotion up real good. Lotion is your choice, whatever. Y'all know I am good for a body oil. What you can do to save money, because I personally love the Brown Sugar Babe body oils. I think that they're a phenomenal investment. One bottle is $60, but that one bottle will last you probably around 6 months to a year. I like a fragrant body oil because it makes your fragrance have to work a lot less hard. So if you moisturize your whole body and then you put on your body oil with a fragrance inside of it, it is just going to help with the longevity of your fragrance. And it might even help you to not have to use a fragrance at all, depending on how sensitive you are to smells. I personally think that scent is a huge part of looking and feeling put together all the time. My goal is for people to remember me by my smell, by my scent. Like I walk by and they're like, oh, she smell like she got money. She smell like she the main character. She smell like she X, Y, and Z. Like, that is T if I've ever heard it. If you can't afford a fragrance body oil, what you're gonna do is get a good carrier oil. You're gonna invest in that, be it almond oil, be it argan oil, whatever the case. And then you're gonna go right on down to the shop, to the oil man, whoever sell the oils in your city, and you're gonna get you a good, really concentrated fragrance oil. And then you're gonna put that fragrance oil inside of that carrier oil that you bought. That's what I used to do all the time before I got put onto Brown Sugar Babe. It's very, very cost effective. You will smell phenomenal all day long. And it is one of my biggest hacks to being able to have a fragrance oil at an affordable cost. And then as far as fragrance, again, you don't have to have a million fragrances. I want to put into perspective that a lot of the girls that you see online, again, including myself, get a lot of shit for free. Why? Because influencers, content creators are walking, talking billboards for these companies. So they're constantly giving us free shit in hopes that we will use it on camera and make you want to buy it. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, but it inadvertently makes people think that they have to go out and get every single new thing. You don't. You, again, are gonna walk your good old patootie right on down to the Sephora. You're gonna smell every single fragrance. You are going to take your time. You're gonna have your fragrance strips. You're gonna have your coffee beans. Also, if you never understood why people smell coffee beans when they're smelling fragrances, it like serves as a palate cleanser for your nose between each fragrance so you can really understand what you like. Then you're gonna spray it. You're gonna walk around Sephora. You're gonna let it linger. You're gonna let it settle in. And then you're gonna smell it again and see if you still like it. If you still like it, write it down. If you go through your entire day and you keep thinking, damn, I still smell that. Damn, that really does smell good. Now it's on your short list. If it's made it to your short list, let's consider purchasing it. I think that fragrance is something that you should sit on because it is so expensive. And also because my next tip is going to be to not only have the big bottle of your fragrance, but to also have a travel size. You're gonna have that travel size because once you decide on what your signature scent is, you're gonna buy the full size, then you're gonna get the small size to carry in your purse so that when you're out and about, you are going to be reapplying, because no fragrance lasts for a million bajillion years. But never underestimate the power of smelling good and the impression that that leaves on people. It's not even the cherry on top. It is the cherry. It is the top. I think that those are all of my tips for hygiene, because I think that we went from the rooted to the tuta. Moving on to makeup. You need to, just like all the other things that I talked about, you need to develop a really good routine for yourself. You do not have to go full beat like a girl like me likes to do. That just might not be you. If it is you, amazing, great, love that for you. But it doesn't have to be. And I don't even know what I'm trying to convince you, because in this world, all the girls is clean girl aesthetic. All they do is just brush their little brows up and put on one coat of mascara and call it a day. Girl, not I. It's either makeup or it's not. It's either I look like something or I look like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So figure out what part of your face is your favorite. Again, that's gonna go into you starting to look in the mirror and talk about how much you love yourself. I don't need you looking in the mirror and seeing everything that you hate. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to figure out something that you love. Do you love your eyes? Do you love your cheekbones? Do you love your lips? What do you feel like is your best attribute? And you're gonna do your makeup around that, right? So for me, I love my eyes. So I love a lash. I do the mascara thing, but I just don't think that it really does me justice. I think that a cute little wispy moment, like the lashes that I have right now, are perfect. And these are actually DIY lash extensions because I am going somewhere over the weekend. So I just wanted to have my lashes done so I can always look put together, you guessed it. So I figured out a way to apply my lashes that I really, really like and think that are very, very flattering for my personal eye shape. And you need to do the exact same thing. So if you love your cheekbones, you are going to figure out how to do your makeup in order to complement the fact that you love your cheekbones, your blush placement, whatever the case is, that's what you're gonna accentuate. You don't have to do a ton, but you do need to get to know your face and sit down and give yourself time to play with some products. Again, samples, samples, samples. You are going to go to Sephora and ask them for help and let the person know that's helping you, like, hey, like, I don't really know where to start. I'm trying to figure things out. And usually the girls are cool with that. And also, we didn't work on commission, so we was like, okay, period. Girl, what are we looking for? Like, what are we trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Okay, sorry if the camera angle changed there slightly. I had to put a new battery pack in. Like I was saying before, you need to take your time and you need to figure out what looks good for you, but you can only do that through trial and error, friend. I know that it like sucks because on a lot of people's days off, it's like, I don't have a day off to just like sit in the house and play around with makeup. Like I do get that, but you have to make time for the things that you care about. So even if you can only carve out like 20 minutes on your day off to like play around in makeup and then take it off, take that 20 minutes. Give it to yourself. That is a part of your self-care. So I think that it's important. And once again, you do not have to spend $1 million, but you need to work out what routine works best for you. Stick to it and master it, because this is all the sauce I'm giving y'all is all one big cocktail, one big equation that's going to come together and really, really, really make you look like that girl. And let's round out the video by talking about some more like cherry on top kind of vibes. Something that I think is mandatory in looking put together, it's the nails, baby. It is absolutely the nails and the toes. Now, one, I believe you should just go ahead and get professionally done, and that's the toes. That's just me. I do fear pedicure is something that I just like, could I DIY it? Sure, I absolutely could. Do I want to? No. It's like one of the few things that I don't do myself. So I let myself have it. Like, it feels good to relax and just let somebody else take care of it. If you don't mind doing your toes at home, girl, figure out how to do them little toes. I personally am a big believer in doing your own nails. These are a set that I did myself. They are the press-ons that I showed y'all in my Amazon haul, and I applied them like I would apply Gel-X nails. So they're gonna stay for a very, very, very long time. And the most expensive investment that you're going to make in your nails is that first time investment. Everything after that is going to be real good, affordable, easy, cute, simple, fast. It'd be great. But nails is absolutely something that you need in order to get that pulled together look. You don't have to do the wild, crazy nails. Even to some people, these are wild and crazy. But go ahead and give yourself a manicure. Get a signature color. The girls love them, a little bubble bath, you know what I'm saying? A little red, whatever it is, just maintain your nails. We are too grown and too old to be having either no nail polish or chipped nail polish. There are a few things that I have opinions about that make someone look unclean. Chipped nails for me, that's like one of my things. Like, I would rather you have no nail polish on than to have chipped nails. That's just a me thing. Anywho, if you can afford to go get your nails done, fine, cool. Go get yourself a little mani-pedi once a month, once every 3 weeks, whatever the case is, but you need to keep them nails done, period, point blank. And with a resource like Amazon, it has never been more affordable or more accessible for you to get the little gel kit, get you a few colors that you think that you would like, get you a little light, nail clippers, nail file, get to work, baby. Again, what am I asking for? Time and patience. That's all you need. But having your nails done, you need it. It's not an option. You got to give the girls a little something. And last and final on the list, one of my personal favorites, as we can see, is jewelry. I think that it is so important for you to have a few signature jewelry pieces that you are going to wear out. And for me, I just invested in my first more expensive piece. One of them is a Swarovski ring. The other one is my Cartier ring. I finally made this investment because I have so much costume jewelry and have kept track of it for so long that I've proven to myself that I can keep track of like rings. I said, if I can keep track of a $1 ring, I can absolutely keep track of a $1,000 ring. You know what I'm saying? But for you, that's not necessary right now. I was saying in my Amazon haul that I love the brand Pavoy. They make really good quality stuff at a very affordable price. I've heard people talk about how like rings make them feel claustrophobic. So maybe rings aren't your thing, and that's okay. But I think that like a nice little like slim, low profile ring, like the one that I have on my pointer finger, just a nice little dainty necklace, maybe like with your name initial, and a little like I have this forever bracelet on that like literally never comes off, the smaller one of course, and then like a little hoop or a stud, just simple dainty pieces to start with before you start to graduate into the more signature pieces. I think that growing your jewelry collection over time is something that if you do like jewelry will naturally happen, but pieces like this are not the pieces that you should be concentrating on when you're trying to build something from the ground up. You need to focus on the basics and then work your way up. It really does tie everything together. And speaking of tie everything together, that is actually my last tip for the day. There's a lot of things that go into looking put together, as we've discussed in this very long video, a lot of which the devil is in the details. I started out with clothes because that's the thing that signals to people how you feel about yourself. The clothing that you choose to wear lets people know how seriously you take yourself. So that's gonna be first and foremost. Everything else that you might not think about is that secret sauce that actually makes the look. When y'all are complimenting me on always looking put together, yeah, you're talking about my clothes, but you're also talking about my hair. You're talking about like, you're talking about a lot of things that come together to make me look that way, because I can't just have my hair done, but then have on a muumuu and some Timberlands and go outside and y'all will say I look put together. One cannot exist without the other. And when you put all these things together and really start to take the time to curate your personal look, you will be surprised how quickly your confidence comes together and how the way people perceive you changes once you really start to put some effort into the way that you look. Less effort, more intentionality. That's the word I want to use. When you start to become intentional about the way that you look, you are showing people I value myself so much so that I take care of myself. I take pride in how I look. And that means a lot to people. How you carry yourself, how you treat you is a signal to everybody else for how they should treat you. With all that being said, I really hope that today's video was very helpful for you all. I think a lot of people equate this with like glowing up or like becoming your best self, and it really definitely is a part of the journey. I think that for me, it's just the ultimate form of self-respect and self-love to treat yourself like this, to treat yourself like you matter, to get yourself together every day because you deserve it, because you are what? That girl. I know that's right. And I know that's right. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today and for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and got some gems out of it. If you did, drop a comment down below and let me know something that you learned today. And with that being said, I'm gonna head out. Again, I'm filming late. It's 12:40 at night and I still got a pack to get on the flight. And I'm going out for a drink real quick. Whew. Anywho, I will see you guys super duper soon in my video next week. Bye, guys.
Come rewind, girl, I get the money if you make you mine. If you love me, every night, make you mad.